Steady out here, excited to be out here today just to have another excellent conversation. Please do me a favor, do the usual. You know what we do, you know what we do. So if you know what we do, you're going to share and invite people to come in and be part of our broadcast today. So do what needs to be done. Good afternoon, good morning, depending on which part of the world you are in, do the needful. Give us a greeting, talk to us, and let's have something happen today. Let's have something happen today. So, share, invite people, bring in people to the conversation, do what needs to be done, and let's have an amazing time together. So, I hope you're ready and excited. I'm excited and I'm ready. I'm gonna do my shares on my end, and then we're gonna get started. What city, what country are you guys coming in from? Let me know, and please let me know if you can hear me. I want to know. Good afternoon. Good morning. Okay, cool. All right, I can hear myself, so we're good. Depending on which part of the world. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's have some share, invite people, bring in people to the conversation, do what needs to be done, and let's have it. All right, so I mean, city, what country are you guys coming in from? If you can hear me, please just make sure you type it out there and let me know you can hear me. Um, I want to see your name, what city, what country you're coming in from as we get started. So I'm just doing my shares on my end so that when we get started, we can go and just go for good. So let's do this. I'm just doing my shares. Okay. All right. So I'm excited to be out here today because we're talking about a conversation that I'm passionate about. If you followed me over the years, you know that I'm really passionate about personal growth, personal development, becoming the best version of yourself. I know to some of you it may sound like a cliche, but look, personal development is the real deal, and everything. And that's why this series is called Everything Rises and Falls on Personal Development. So if everything in your life is rising, it's attributed to how you are growing as a person, how you're developing as a person. If things are falling apart, it means that you are not growing. um, one of the men that I have followed, and I mean read his material and his content, is Dr. Mike Maddock. He says every problem in our lives is a wisdom problem. Every problem in our lives is a wisdom problem. So whatever you're going through is a wisdom problem. So there's an area of your life where some wisdom is lacking, and that's where you're going through some things. So, and that's why I always tell people there'll never be anything wrong with God, there'll always be something wrong with me. So when things are not going right in my life, I know what's the issue. So that's why I'll never go and cry and say, God, why me? I never got to that space. So when something is not working out, I know who to point at. It's me. And it means that in my life, there's some wisdom problems that I am battling with and that I am dealing with. So if things are not going as planned in my life, it's a wisdom problem. And that's why this series, everything rises and falls on your personal development. So if you ever do anything in your life, personal development is the way to go. I know some of you send me a lot of messages on social media platforms. Oh, Coach Steady, what business can I start? Look, the fact that you don't know what business to start, the business I am always sure of will always be in season and out of season. There will never be a space where you struggle in that business. Is a business called personal development, investing in yourself, growing and becoming a better version of yourself. That will always be the business in season. It's never off season for personal growth, for personal development. It's never an off season when it comes to personal development. So before you start a business, before you start a marriage, before you start a career, before you go out and get that course and your academics, always make sure you do the personal development. Always focus on that, work around that, and you will go to the next level of your life and do the stuff that you're supposed to do. So that's one of the things you need to understand. So today we're talking about your circle reflects your growth level. Your circle reflects your growth level. Your circle, the people you hang out, people you work with, the people you speak to, your growth level. If you master that and if you understand that, it becomes easy for you to know what to do with your circle. Show me your circle and I will show you your future. Come on, write it down. Show me your circle and I will show you your future. Show me your circle and I will show you your future. Put it in the comment sections. Put it in the comment sections. Show me your circle and I will show you your future. When you show me what your circle really looks like, I can guarantee and predict what your future is going to look like. Your circle speaks to that, and you have to really be intentional about that. So here's one thing you must understand. Personal development is personal, but it is not isolated. Personal development is personal, but it's not isolated. If you have full understanding of that, you will walk through life and do things that you're supposed to do with that proper understanding. As personal as it is, it's not isolated. When you are pursuing your growth and your personal development, you are also attaching your life to people that are passionate about things that you're passionate about. For instance, we have a circle, we have the book club, we have the iBrand. It's a circle of like-minded people. So you are growing as a person, but once every month we get together, have conversations, read books, exchange ideas, stretch each other, and have great moments. So as much as it's personal, it's also not isolated. You need a team of people that you get together. You may be disciplined, growing, intentional, but if your environment resists growth, it will actually drain you. You're intentional, but if your environment resists growth, it will eventually drain. So if you are living in a space, you are in an environment where everybody is resisting the growth that you desire and are pursuing, you're gonna get drained eventually. So the growth we're talking about is not sustained alone. It is supported. It needs a circle. It needs an environment. So sometimes the reason you are tired is not the work, it's the people. So the environment principle is very key. Your circle affects your thinking, your habits, your standards, your courage, and your discipline. You don't just rise because you want to, you rise because your environment allows it. And this is why I have no shame. I don't discuss certain things with people around me. Oh, but that's been secretive. No man is an island. Yeah, no man is an island, but some of you don't have the capacity to handle what I'm going through. Especially the part it says your circle affects your courage. Some of you have not pursued your big dreams, the things you're passionate about, because of the people around. Because there's a way you win, your carry high, you are excited, you really you want to go for those dreams. Guess what? Everybody around you reminds you and says, "Oh, But imams that kumunzikwa nkwa mgubudu, they are reminding you from where you're coming from. They don't want to tell you you can't do it. They're simply telling you, look where you come from. They're simply saying where we come from, nobody achieves dreams at this level. So that circle becomes the lead that suffocates your courage to go after the dreams that you have. So, as much as you love the people around you and the people you grew up with, you don't need them. It's either you pick and hang out and chill with those people, or go and pick and go after your dreams. You gotta make a personal decision on what you're gonna do. As much as you love certain people, they're not built and designed for where you're going. And that's why you gotta have what I've always said over the years. You gotta have the grace for what the hell. Some of you like to be liked. You want people to like you. You want people to clap for you. You want people to endorse everything you want to do. Some people don't have the capacity. Some people don't have what it takes. So your habits will be affected. Your thinking is going to be affected. Your standards will be affected. And this is why some of you, even when it comes to relationships, are struggling, because you are hanging around, everybody around you settled for their marriages and their relationships. So they are affecting your standards to dream and believe that you can get a better wife, you can get a better husband, because they settled not how not to settle. If they settled with who they are with, how to make it make sense? How do you think they will help you believe you can get better? They've never seen better. That's why they settled. So they do not qualify to speak to you in that area. That's why you have to be willing to walk alone. Some of you, mukonda maguru, you want to work with everybody. One of the things you must do in 2026 is my ears are shut. And that's why, if you know you are a big dreamer, start looking for people and rooms where big dreamers hang out. So just because I'm saying your circle affect you doesn't mean now you say, oh, I give up, because there are no people. There are people. You got to go out there and find your tribe. They exist. Unfortunately, they may not come from among where you are. So this is the principle about understanding your environment. This is a principle you must understand about your environment. You have to be intentional. If you don't have the courage to do what I've said, then settle and never complain. It is as simple and straightforward. You don't just rise because you want to rise, you rise because your environment allows it. And this is a powerful quote: environment will either stretch you or shrink you. You have to understand how critical that is. You gotta understand that. You have to know how critical that is. Exactly, Jonathan. Some people can't comprehend certain discussions. They have no capacity. You like my English? Thank you. I appreciate that. Some people don't have the capacity. They don't have capacity. And it's also your problem if you are trying so hard to force people that don't have the capacity for you and for the conversation they have. It's your fault. You're trying so hard. When you sense people don't have the capacity to handle your conversation and your heart, your burdens and your dreams, shut up. Why do you keep talking to people that don't have the capacity for you? It's your fault. If you sense it and don't censor it, it's up to you. When you're always discouraged, when you are always drained, it's your fault. Let me give you a practical example. Career. If everyone around you complains about work, growth becomes difficult. Business-wise, entrepreneurs who stay around small thinking struggle to scale. So if you're an entrepreneur and you're always hanging out with people that are always in small thinking, you struggle to scale. Relationship. Emotionally mature circles normalize toxic behavior. And that's a big portion of our country, Zambia. I remember when I think last year I posted, I said, today I have officially made a decision. I will never talk relationships when I'm around circles among Zambians. It's a waste of time. Majority of people have no country. They've made part of our lifestyle. They even blame you and call you name for not normalizing toxicity. So I have no time. Please, if I'm in a gang, don't ask questions. If you ask, yeah, I'm attending and fighting out with friends and we're just talking, don't talk to me about relationships. I only talk to people and my coaching about these things because I know most of you are a lost cause. Toxicity has become normal. That's what you live. So please don't tempt me because one day I will answer you and you'll be offended. It's entirely up to you. Faith was, if your circle mocks discipline, your spiritual growth weakens. So most of you are hanging out with religious people because some of those religious people are brainless. They are so heavenly minded that they are earthly useless. So you need to hang out with people that have relationship with God and not religion. There's a difference. Your lifestyle, your standards drop when you're surrounded by people who settle. The other day, I sent someone in my coaching program. We were discussing about travels and all of those things. I sent someone who's in my coaching program about a guy who was doing a tour of how he slept in a hotel that cost $100,000 per night. And when I sent it to him, he said, "I must sleep in this hotel one day." He didn't say, "Hey," because that's what you do. Lifestyle. You have normalized. So when I sent him in a tour and sleeping at $100,000 hotel per night, he was challenged to work hard. Some of you will even faint, collapse, just seeing that figure. 100,000. Hey, David, what's up? My network is, I know, it's crazy. Because my network has been a struggle. So you make your decisions on who you're going to hang out with. Your circle votes daily on your future. Growth requires separation before multiplication. I've seen this happen over and over in my life. You can't elevate while entertaining stagnation. You want to go high, but you're also sleeping next to stagnation each and every day and entertaining it every day of your life. So as I wind up and check out from this conversation, the big question I'm going to ask you that you need to reflect on, who stretches you? I want you to, as you're listening, I want you to look inward and say, who stretches me? Who stretches David? Who stretches Jonathan? Who stretches you? Who's that person that stretches you? And some of you are hanging out with people that have never been stretched by anybody. They can't see further. So you are picking the unstretched to stretch you. You will frustrate each other. You even hate them. Some people have no capacity to stretch you. Stretch. Ask a question. Write down. Fine. Unfortunately, over and over, most of you run away from people that stretch you. You like to hang out with the Chimbino plant kind of people. You want people that are not going anywhere. You want people that are not building, people that clap for you, people that endorse everything you do. You like people that don't stretch you. You like people that keep you at the same level. The next question you need to reflect on: who drains me? In 2026, list all the drainers in your life and take action. Deal decisively with all the drainers in your life. So promote the stretchers, demote the drainers in your life. You have to be intentional about what you do. The last one I want you to reflect on: who challenges my thinking? Who challenges my thinking? Who challenges my thinking? Some of you, the people that challenge your thinking, you start gossiping about the people. Ah, wana ngati ndiwe vana nzero. Kankaleni na wamene wali benzero. It's your personal decision what you want to do. As I close and exit this broadcast, here's my last word to you. Here's what I will challenge you with: change your circle, or your circle will change your destiny. Change your circle, or your circle. Hey, Dominic, how are you?